Welcome back, everybody. So I am very excited to be out fishing today because we are fishing with a new lure I've gotten some recommendations for, and that's the Pinhead Pro by Clam. I've gotten a fair amount of recommendations for it, so I am very, very hopeful we end up doing well with it. But let's get her tied on, see what we think, and hopefully catch a couple fish. Let's get after it. So this is what she looks like. Probably a little spoon-like bait. It really looks like a minnow for the most part. And it has got a little blade down at the bottom as a clacker blade that'll throw off a little bit of light. Is really loud, really tingy, so fish are going to be able to see that from quite a ways away. We've got a little bit of a chartreuse pattern on there. The water's kind of stained, so that should help us out. But let's go ahead and drop her down and see if we can't get into anything. We're going to start off without it tipped, just to kind of see how the fish are acting. If they don't end up eating on it. Oh, we got fish coming in instantly. You kidding me? Oh, popped it instantly. Okay, well, we might not have to tip with anything. That wasn't a great bite, but so we'll see. This is crazy. There's clearly fish here. So we might have to tip. They don't look like real big fish by any means, so might have to tip with something. And then I have a very, very good feeling we're going to catch a lot of fish in a very short period of time. Let's tip it with a single spike and see what happens. Alright, single spike. Let's see how long this takes. It took about 4 seconds for them to like just fly in, so I'd assume that they are right here. We just have to hope that they're not small fish. We already have some on it. Eat it. I hope they're not in a real picky mood. Oh, I touched it, but ever so slightly. That's not probably a good sign. Oofda. They might be small. They might be finicky. Oh my gosh. Well, they like it, but there we go. Finally. How small are they? Oh, he's hung on the side of the ice. There we go. Alright. Not great. Not a great. I mean, great for how quick that was, but first fish. They clearly like it. We gotta hope that there's some bigger ones that come around, though. I don't want some 5-6 inchers. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez. There's one. Little guy. Little perch. I would fully expect perch to eat this thing. Little blade making noise down there. He got all 3 hooks in there. Little guys, though. A lot of little ones where we're at. We can take a second to admire this little one, though. Little guy. Go become a 14-incher. Well, hopefully picks up a little bit. Otherwise, we might end up having to take this out to another spot. There's a lot of fish here. They just all seem to be really small. And it's negative outside right now with some wind chill, so I'm not super amped about trying to pack up and move. We might have to, but I guess we also might just come out another day if it doesn't start picking up here in a little bit. There's one. That's a better one. Alright. What do we got here? Oh, he got stuck. Oh, there we go. They all keep getting stuck on the ice. It's not a bad gill. There was something bigger down there that I don't think was a gill. That is what we are looking for. Got the whole thing down there. Well, probably a 8.5. We'll measure one. Not a real big one, but eight and a half on the dot. All right, first decent one. It's the first decent one we've seen. So hopefully that's a sign of good things to come. There we are. Not a big one. Oh, that's what a lot of these down there are. Even the small ones like it. There's one. Oh, that's a better one. What are you? This is definitely better. Don't get hung up on the ice. Oh, man. Come on now. Why? In the middle of the day. Oh. Don't get me. Don't get me. Middle of the day. Bullhead. Middle of the water column. What are you doing? You have hours before you're supposed to be coming out. I set the hook and it just was dead weight, and I was like, I don't think that's a bluegill. These aren't super big hooks, and they have pretty decently strong jaws. He's fighting me right now, so I hope he doesn't wreck our hook. Let go. Come on now. There we go. He's literally just holding on to it now. Just open your mouth and it'll come out. There he goes. Well, it's a fish. It's not what we came here for. It's a little disappointing. Middle of the water column. I was thinking it was going to be a small bass or something like that. We will, slime. We'll have to cut and retie. Ooh, there we go. That one bit hard. Not very big, but oof, that we might catch a couple more of these guys. And unless there's something bigger that comes in, we're going out another day, because I don't think that is doing this bait any justice. It's catching fish well, but there just aren't big fish around here right now. So we might have to go to a new lake. Oh gosh, that one came screaming in. Tiny, tiny. All right, we'll fish some more, but unless we end up catching something, this will be the last one you guys see from this lake. We're going to another place. We aren't doing this thing any justice. It's catching fish, but not what we are hoping for. So hopefully new lake, bigger fish. Welcome back, everybody. So we are back fishing with the Pinhead Pro. Last time we were out on the lakes, I don't think we gave it a fair shot because we were on a lake that did not have very many big fish at all. So we are back at our spot that has our mystery fish. Definitely's got a lot of big fish. We're going to see what happens. We're not going to tip it with anything initially, but yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. We've had some extremely cold weather in Wisconsin lately, so I haven't been fishing for a little bit, so see if I still know how to do this. But hopefully let's get into some fish. Oh, he touched it. Not tipped with anything, so we might end up having a tip with something to see if we can't get a little bit more of a commitment. Well, that's a good start though. There we go. Finally, that's not a bad one. We do know how to catch some fish. Little guy. Where's the big ones? This is what we were catching last time. Where are the big ones? Super pale. Let him go. Alright, on the Pinhead Pro. Gotta find some better ones though. Put this thing really to the test. Got him. There's one. And it is our trout friend. Calm down. Calm down. Took a while for us to find one. Oh my. We're gonna have to cut and retie. This is chaos. Stop it. Not a bad one. Wrapped up 13 different ways. Oh my gosh. Finally found a trout. It has been pretty darn slow, and it might be because of how cold it is. Oh. Calm down, calm down. We got line everywhere. We got hooks. You only got one in there. Let go. Come on. There we go. This is probably not going to be a graceful release because there's line everywhere. But there we go, finally. Hopefully. Was it another fish? It's like a big old swirl that came. But we'll go ahead and let him go, hopefully. Got it off, nice. That is a travesty. Definitely have to cut, retie. There we go. Trout like it. But I assume with that little blade on the bottom of that, trout will absolutely love that thing. I'm surprised we've only caught one. Get him. Another trout. They're starting to come out to... Oh, how? We lost him. How? Oh no. It's not very easy to lose a trout, to be honest. That's... Man. Usually their mouths are pretty sticky. How do we do that? Well, alright. Didn't get fouled or anything. Nope. Wasn't a real big one. Pretty consistent size. We haven't seen a ton of fish yet today. I assume it probably has a lot to do with the super cold weather that we still have going on, but can't be losing ones that we actually hook up with. There's a trout. Get it. Get him. Don't lose him. Oh, there's another one down there. Usually they're kind of solitary. It's not too bad. Oh gosh. That's a little bit bigger of one. Oh, stop, stop. Oh gosh. No, I don't want it. I don't want to hook in my hand. Nope. Things are like tiny little snakes. Just writhe around. Slimy. Alright. Trout are starting to come out. That's 3 in a pretty short period of time. We're not keeping. Come on now. This is why I don't understand how we lost that last one. Once they eat it, usually they are pretty sticky with their mouths. There we go. There we go. Oh, measure him real quick. Real quick. A little bit over 13. Not a bad one. Let him go. Alright. Starting to turn on a little bit. Haven't seen very many other fish. A couple small bluegill here and there. Haven't seen any bass. Our mystery fish that we, for some reason, can't ever find anymore. I fear that he's gone. But yeah, at least we're catching something in this nasty, nasty cold weather. Let's catch some more. Oh no. I think it is a trout. Came like straight up from the bottom. That's definitely a trout. Get him. Oh, pulling. That's like 4 trout and like, oh no, that's a good gill. Where did you come from? He like shot up from the bottom to like the middle of the water column. We missed him. He came back around and ate it again. That's crazy. Not a big one by any means, but super aggressive. maybe we just had to wait a little bit closer to... We were fishing in the middle of the day, so in all honesty, didn't set ourselves up for real high success early. Oh, there's another. That one's big. What are you? Oh my gosh. Come in and eat, buddy. They're just moving through now like crazy. That's big. I don't know what that is. And he wanted nothing to do with our bait. So now they're finally starting to come in. That's great. Maybe we'll get a big one. That wasn't our mystery fish by any means. That was probably just a 16-inch bass, I would assume. Or a really big trout. This is about the worst case scenario. We were fishing over a brush pile and randomly, I think we got stuck on a branch. No. We got it loose. Woo! That was almost the end of the video. Alright. Can't even see that one on live scope. It must literally be a twig that's down there. But if you ever get in those situations, with a jig head it's a little bit more difficult, but with something like a flutter spoon or something like that, as long as you don't set the hook into it real hard, usually that weight is kind of enough to jiggle that hook point out. So don't lose too many ice fishing lures, but I'm glad we didn't lose that one, because hopefully we catch a couple more fish yet today before we give a review. But we do have to be mindful that we can't fish as close to the brush pile as I thought we could. Yeah, holy cow. Wow. Oh, look at that. Not what I had thought. A little crappie. Not a big one by any means, but that is our last fish of the day. These fish have been so wildly finicky. I actually popped on just that insanely small tungsten. I don't even know how well you can see that, with a spike. It's well filled out. Small, but well filled out. That was the first fish that I've seen on screen for probably a good 45 minutes, almost an hour, after we had taken off the Pinhead Pro. I took it off because the fish were super finicky, and they'd come over to it, but they wouldn't eat it all that well, short of obviously all the trout that we caught. So I switched on over to the tiny tungsten, and there was like no fish that would come in. So I think that little flapper blade on there definitely did some good work as far as attracting fish in, calling them in. And we were able to catch some decent trout today. I don't know if we even saw a bass. Probably saw a couple crappie, caught a couple little bluegill, but there wasn't really anything big, which is kind of unfortunate, especially for this lake, because there are some absolute monsters here. So yeah, as far as the bait goes though, I like it a lot. Clearly I think it calls in fish well. Its slender profile makes it drop super quick, which is great if you're fishing in deeper water. So I like that a lot also. And hooks seem to be phenomenal, because they hooked into everything that we had kind of dropped down there. We did end up losing that one trout, but that was kind of strange. But yeah, I like it. I don't know that I like it a ton better than some of the other lures that I already have, but I will definitely use it again. But let me know your opinion down below. If this is your go-to. From what I've read, people absolutely love this thing. We obviously fished it in a couple days that were less than ideal, and the fish were crazy finicky, but I will most certainly be using this again. It'll go in the rotation. But as always, if you guys like the video, if you wouldn't mind liking, and if you want to see more videos like it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be greatly appreciated also. Till next one.